Hi friends, happy Saturday. Welcome to the craft room. Come on in and join me. My name is Susan. This is Revive DIY and Upcycle Designs. I love to come on here and share project ideas with you guys. We're going to do another upcycle, and guess where it's from? You got it, Target. That seems to be one of my favorite places to get my upcycle surfaces from, doesn't it? Anyway, come on in and join me. Let's see, I make sure I flipped it. Yes. Yes, I think you can see everything. Can you see? Yeah, there's my sneak peek. Anyway, come on in. We're going to work on the April Club Couture project. This is my first one of the month, sharing with you. Last week, of course, was the first Saturday in April, but I was busy, so I just shared the video from the company where they create with the transfer to give you an idea of how fabulous it is, the colors you're working with, and a project idea. So I like to come on here on most weekends, just about every weekend, or at least once a week, to try to share another project idea with you so that you can see the versatility of our transfers, how you can use them so many different ways on so many different surfaces. I just want to give you as many ideas as possible because you know, not everybody wants to create things the same way. And even if you're not into like real farmhouse, this is still a great transfer that you can use if you have a modern farmhouse. So come on in, we're gonna work on that. Real quick, when you hop on, make sure you hit that heart button for me. I am gonna make sure I am live on the right place because you never know. Okay, cool, I am there. Awesome. There I am, I see it. Okay, like I said, when you hop on, hit the heart button, let me know where you're watching from. I would love to chat with you. To me, it's much more fun to craft with friends. So when you guys chat with me, it's just like you're here. We are, we're having a yucky day here again. So I live in North Carolina. I'm an independent designer with COUTURE, like I said. And I live in North Carolina, and it is cold and rainy again today. So I don't know. Earlier last week for about 3 or 4 days we had 80 degrees, and now we're back in the 40s for a high. So it's awful. As long as the rain gets out of here, I can deal with it. So I think finally by tomorrow afternoon maybe the rain's supposed to get out of here. Anyway, let me know what it's doing in your neck of the woods. What are you doing on this Saturday? I would love to know. I am real quick going to sprinkle this video out. I have already sprinkled it to my VIP group, which is just a private crafting group where I do my sneak peeks and my any kind of sales or interaction with you guys. Personally, I love to do that in there. So if you want to join, I am going to put a link in the comments. And also, if you guys would not mind sprinkling out the video, what that means is just to tag a friend, share it to a group, just to share the video out into Facebook world for me. It just helps my little business to grow, and I so appreciate it when you guys do that. That's what I'm doing real quick, and pasting the comments for you. So in the comments, I paste links to anything that you might want to know about what I'm working on. I did feature the link to this particular project, which is my monthly subscription club, with the video, but it'll also be in the description and in the comments. So if you need it, I just need to pin it real quick because that's the only time I can do it. So let me do that right quick and sprinkle that out, and then we will get down to business. So I have an idea. See what I have here? Maybe you guys got one of these. I have an idea for today's transfer. Let's see. There's the group. What are you guys doing on this Saturday? Are you still doing all the last minute Easter prep stuff like me? So I'm like up at, you know, way late, usually getting like baskets or anything like that ready. So I'll definitely be doing that later tonight. My daughter is on her way home. Hallelujah. I'm so excited about that. She's, you know, an adult. She works in the world, and she lives about 6 hours from here, and it is pouring raining. So that makes it an even longer trip today for her. So if you think of it, say a little prayer for her for travels, safety travels. But she is on her way here. She will get to come visit with me this week because the school she works at is on spring break. And so of course I am cleaning my craft room because it's an in-between to her bathroom. We share the bathroom is the same one I use for my, there it is, The bathroom is the same one that I use for my, now I'm done, I can pay attention to you guys, that I use for my craft and my cleaning and stuff. So I need to clean the bathroom. I'm freshening her, you know, bedding, putting new sheets on, running the vacuum, those kinds of things. So just to make it a nice welcoming area for her when she comes home to her room. So, because I kind of take it over when she's not here. So I'm excited about that. I'm looking forward to it. I haven't seen her since before New Year's, right after Christmas. She left that week after Christmas. So I'm always excited. It's my only girl, so I can't wait to get my hands on her. And I get her for a week, I think. I don't know if I get her the whole week. We'll see. But yeah, so I'm excited about that. So that's what I'm doing today. And I thought, you know what? She's not going to be here until later because of the weather. And I am going to take a craft break because I wasn't sure I'd be able to get on here today and do this or not. But I decided to come on and take a craft break with you guys. So thanks for letting me come into your world for a little while and share my idea. Okay, so Club Couture, I've shown this before. If you ever join me on the weekends especially, this is my monthly subscription club. Hey, Karen. And this will come in your mailbox once a month if you sign up. And it is $21.99 a month. And you get a fabulous transfer. It's called a B-size. We call it a B-size, but it's basically 8.5 by 11. And this month we have Farm Fresh Organic. So how cute is that? I don't know about you guys, but when I see that, I see a diner. I don't know why. I just could see that like as a diner, the front of a menu for a diner. I don't know why. I don't know why. Now, you can do this design exactly like it is, or you can break it up and do different parts. And that's what I like to show the versatility of. So each week I'll do a little bit something different with it. With this transfer, you will also get 3 coordinating paste packets, single paste packets, which this is a single paste packet. I do not have the ones that they are sending to you guys yet, but this is a single paste packet. Okay, and you will get 3 of these in different colors. And the colors for this month are bark, sage green, and of course black velvet. So you will not use all of the chalk paste in one of these single packets for this project. So you'll actually be able to build a little library. Hi, Linda. Build a little library of paste as well. When you do this, just be in my VIP group, and there's tips and tricks in there on, thank you for hitting the heart button, for saving the extra chalk paste in here that you don't use, because then you can use it for another fabulous project, or you can do multiple of these. This is going to be fun. I did go last night, so I had to go run into Target and get, I didn't get this last night at Target. This is what we're working with. Do you see this? You guys might have seen this earlier in the, I think it was at Christmas time, just based on the sticker. But that was from Target. So this is what we're going to upcycle today. We're going to work on creating today. So you get this, you got the chalk paste. These are the colors we're going to use. Now, you also, if you just are signing up for the first time, you get a mini squeegee, because that's the main tool you need for, you know, doing your projects. So that's awesome too. So let's go ahead and get started. So this is what we're going to use today. You can use any surface you want, but I was telling you, I went to Target. I got off on a tangent about the heavy whipping cream, but I did pick up a tea towel. It was actually one of the, it was either Hearth and Hand or the Magnolia, and you know, it was only $3.99, and it's actually cute. I did pick up one of those, so next week we'll probably do an inking project with it. So just so you know, because this would make a cute little tea towel. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. You can see this is going to fit on here perfectly. So here's my lines here, because I was like, oh, is it too narrow? But I think it's going to be perfect. I was concerned, though, that this green is not going to show up very well on my wood. So we're going to paint it. We're just going to do a light, and I don't mean like paint it. I mean, we're just going to do like a light painting. So what I have done is I have an old jar of my white chalk paste. Okay. And where are you watching from, Nellie? And I didn't have very much left, and I had bought a new one. So I just keep this for painting. So I've added some water in here. I am just going to stir it real quick. And I'm just basically have turned it into a chalk paint. So that is what we are going to use to paint it. So let me just stir this up. I mean, I could still use what was left in here for actual chalking, but I just made it thin enough that I could use it as a paint. A lot of times I'll just use whatever chalk paint I have on hand, and I do have, you know, various chalk paints, but I just thought I would show you. You can use your chalk paint, and you don't have to just, but if you get down to the bottom of a jar like this, it's a good idea to do it, or you can do it just with your regular chalk. anyway, just take out a scoop, add it onto a little dish, and add some water to it and turn it into a paint. So just so you know, for future reference, you can do that if you don't have the color that you want or you're trying to coordinate colors. I did not do anything else to this yet, but we are going to, hi Teresa, how are you today? Oh, you're in North Carolina too. That's right, Nellie. Thank you. You know, my brain's kind of still fried. I worked on my taxes for almost a week straight, and my brain is still fried. I could not, my grandson pulled up something on his iPad this morning, and it asked what 8 times 6 was. I literally could not even come close to figuring out what 8 times 6 was. You guys. I mean, that's bad. Especially for somebody who worked in finance for so many years. I'm like, 8? I don't know. I mean, I couldn't even figure out how to make my brain figure it out. That's so weird. Isn't it weird? Anyway, I am going to, because I can feel the grooves in here, because this feels like it's pretty, actually it might be, I mean, it doesn't look like it. It looks like it's pressed wood, but it feels like it's real wood. So I'm sure it's not. I'm sure it's not for $5. But I am going to lightly sand this just to kind of smooth it out. Okay? So just take a sanding block. You don't need to do it like vigorously, but I just want to smooth it out as much as possible. And I think it'll also help my paint, you know, kind of, I thought about just sanding it and then, putting the design on it and kind of sand it down, but I decided not to. Oh, you got your order today. Did you get your beautiful, yeah, I know, right, Nellie? I talked to my dad last week because it was his birthday the Monday before this past Monday, and he turned, I am very fortunate. I still have my dad at least. My parents were not super old. So I think he just turned 76, I think. And I was telling him something and he goes, yeah, we call that sometimers. And I said, well, yeah, I got that a lot. I forget what we were talking about. But Teresa, did you get your beauty? I'm going to get a wipe out, you guys, because I forgot to put one out. Did you get your Duchess? I'm so jealous. I haven't even ordered mine yet, y'all. I have got to get it before it sells out. I'm stressed. I've got to do it this weekend. I can think past now, so I'm definitely gonna, that's probably what I'll be doing tomorrow night after all the festivities. Okay, so I have sanded that. It helps some. It has smoothed it out a little bit, I think. We may still have a little bit of roughness, but that's gonna be okay. So I'm just taking a paintbrush and right into my jar, and we're just gonna, so my friend Teresa was telling me the other day on a live that, isn't this a great thing to do on a rainy, cold day? If you've already gotten all your stuff done, or even if you're multitasking like me, I will put on craft videos while I am multitasking, just to give me something for my brain or ears to listen to so that I'm not bored by cleaning or other stuff that I'm doing, or taxes. Oh, next year I'm gonna do better. Every year I say I'm gonna do better, but next year I really, really, really am. My season's getting ready to change, so I feel like next year it's gonna be better. Unless the Lord has another surprise that I don't know about. You ordered it yesterday, Nellie? Oh, good for you. Oh, you girls, I'm jealous. I've got to get it. They did tell us they think that it may not last past the launch this week, but hopefully at least until then. Hopefully at least until then. I have got to get me one because that color is gorgeous. You know me, guys. I've got to have all the colors anyway. And that color, I just really do. I think of Cinderella. I got to see it for myself in person because it's so hard with pictures. Some people say, oh, it's kind of like a periwinkle, which I love periwinkle. But it looks like to me it's got more blue than purple in it. So do you see what I'm doing, guys? I'm just putting a very light, you got 3, you so lucky girl. I'm just getting a very light coat of white just so that my green, the green we're going to use on here will show up. And I'm not trying to do it like, you know, you wouldn't anyway, right? Because farmhouse stuff is, when you think of farmhouse, or when I think of farmhouse, it's like distressed, right? I think that's the part of farmhouse stuff that I like, is the distressed look. I've always kind of liked shabby chic, and then it kind of got called The distressed look kind of got called. But I think shabby chic is probably a little too girly for me. So I think that's why I kind of like the farmhouse look. And just kind of do it what you think, to what you like. But just a light coat. I want to be able to see some of that wood because I think that kind of adds to the character of it. Missed the last 2 months. Oh, I know you were going to wait till the launch. I know you're like me. I'm afraid. I mean, part of me is like, just wait till launch. Just wait till launch. But part of me is so afraid that I'm going to miss it if I do that. So I'm like you. I'm just going to do, I know a few things that I need. I'm going to dry this real quick while we're talking, guys. I know a few things that I need, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it. And I'm sure there's things I'm going to want from the launch too, but yeah, I was afraid. I'd be afraid. And I don't want to miss it. I'm sorry you missed it. I only bought 1 jar of each. I hope I don't live to regret it, but I only got 1 jar each time. I have such a variety of color. I love the variety of color, and I don't use one repeatedly over and over again. It takes me a while. So I'm really hoping that I don't regret that I didn't get white. Yeah, I don't blame you, Teresa. You knew what you needed and wanted, didn't you, girl? Because there's some things on launch that I'm not worried about not getting because they'll be around. They'll still be around for a little bit. But the color, the paste color, I don't like missing out on that. I am so sorry. If I had an extra jar, I would offer it to you, Nellie. Alright, this should, look, that's about dry already. This shouldn't take long because that's why I use the chalk paste as paint or chalk paint is because it dries so quickly. And I might hit this with the, I might hit it with the sanding block again, you guys. Well, that is exciting that my daughter is going to be home sooner because she got a later start. She ended up having to work half a day up until half day yesterday. And whenever she does come home, she usually tries to bring like whatever off-season clothes. So like if she has like winter stuff, even though it's still going to be cold there in the mountains, it's not going to be winter stuff. She'll bring a lot of that stuff back here because she has very little storage area. So she said, I had such a busy week. I didn't have time to kind of get all that together. So she was so busy. Oh, good. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. It's not the end of the world. There are definitely worse problems in this world. All right. That's about dry, guys. Okay, cool. I'm going to keep it handy. Well, I might use my heater because my room is cold today. My room is a little cold. Hey, Miss Lou, thanks for joining me. So now I'm going to just hit this a little bit with my sander again, just like along the edges. And because, you know, that's what Farmhouse is. It's kind of, wouldn't you say? Don't you think, what do you guys think of when you think of Farmhouse? I know what I think of. And I did not grow up on a farm. I grew up in the country, kind of, in a very rural, well, not country, a rural environment. We had a lot of agriculture. I didn't personally have any farmers in my immediate family, but I had a aunt and uncle. My dad is from Pennsylvania, and I had an aunt and uncle. Okay, so I just wiped off the dust, and now, where am I? I am in Garner. I'm in Garner. The Johnston County part of Garner. I had an aunt and uncle who, my dad's from Pennsylvania, and they lived in Pennsylvania and had a dairy farm. So whenever we got to go up and visit them, I loved it because I'm an animal lover. So I'm just taking a little bit of my wax, a light coat of wax, and we're going to go over where I just painted to kind of seal it in and protect my transfer. Anytime you have a painted or wood surface, you want to do that. But I can remember my uncle letting me bottle feed a calf when we visited them when we were kids and stuff. I think I would have liked growing up on a farm because I love animals. Although, if it was a kind of farm where you had to, not butcher that, you know, eat what you raise, that wouldn't have gone well. Because I would have been like Charlotte's Web. I would have wanted to keep Wilbur. Cherryville. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh yes. Okay. So one of my daughter's roommates, and best friends, for the last 2 years or 3 years. I think it's been 3 years. Gosh, how long has it been? 2 years or 3 years? Is from Cherryville. And my daughter actually left before New Year's because, oh no, she did stay New Year's Eve. I am wrong. I said I haven't seen her since before New Year's. She actually ended up staying New Year's Eve and went the next day. She came over to Cherryville to participate with her friends in your big thing you guys do for New Year's. You know, where you go out and you dress up. I don't know. Y'all go out and have a good old time. So that's what I know about Cherryville. I've never been there, but my daughter's friend's from there. All right, I didn't buff it, guys. I forgot. Shall we hit it real quick with we'll hit it with the blow dryer just to make sure my wax, because I see a hump right there. Just to make sure my wax is warm enough that it will disperse. Thanks for coming and crafting with me. Gals, I love it. It's so much more fun. One of my other friends is on here is from, lives in Lexington, sorry. Lexington, North Carolina. New Year's shooters, yeah. Her friend had told her about it every year, and so finally last year she went and did it. So I think they had a great time. She even got like my daughter gets into it, so she dressed up and everything. All right, so we are going to fuzz this transfer. It's brand new. I have to mark it. I always mark the front of my transfers and the back. So this is April Club. But I do like the Farmhouse look. I would have to say I'm more of a modern Farmhouse gal though. But I think of, you're still working on your transfers and your art proof. Oh, okay. Well, you're more organized than me, girl. Okay, I am gonna fuzz this. So basically, you know, these are self-adhesive, reusable. I wanna make it a little less sticky so that it does not grab quite as much when I go to put it on my surface, so that I don't have any chance of stretching my transfer. So that's all I'm doing, guys. I am going to, it's still, look how sticky it is. See how sticky? We'll see. But I waxed it, so we should be all right. Now I have a lot more room on the top and bottom. I don't think I'm gonna shift it though, because I'm not thinking I'm gonna decorate this. I don't know, maybe I will. I'll shift it down a little because I might have, now why didn't I think of that? See, I craft on the fly, you guys. Half the time I'm like breezing up here 10 minutes before I'm gonna do a project. So I think I have some cute ribbon from the Dollar Tree that I could actually wrap around the top of here. I do. So I will leave a little bit of room. You could even do a gingham, would be cute. And I think I even have a gingham. I might even have a green gingham. We'll see. I don't buy a lot of that, but I do have a little bit. I think I got some for spring. All right, so I'm just gonna line that up. Once I've lined it up, I'm gonna press firmly. I wanna make sure, and as you can see, I'm right at the edges. I wanna press firmly. I have also, now guys, the colors you get with this are the black, the sage, and the bark. But if that's not your thing, you know me guys, I change my colors a lot. I have seen this done in red and black. It looks great. So if you are red, you know, maybe your kitchen's red, or maybe that's just more of a look you like. I have seen them do this part here in red, and then maybe like the rooster in red. So you could alter that if you wanted. You would need to purchase, you know, we do have single paste packets in red, so you could do that. But it would look fabulous with that too. So here's what we got so far. So now we're just gonna do the fun part, the easy part. So let me just pull this up real quick. But when I think of Farmhouse, you guys, I think of, I think of like the white and black enamel. That is what I think of. I just think that looks so cool. All right, now I am gonna work in, I'm gonna need I'm gonna use 3 different squeegees. If you only have one, you can use one, get you a baby wipe or wet paper towel and wipe it off in between. Not a problem to do that, guys. Okay? Ooh, that one did not get very clean. Again, I do wash everything right after I do my projects, but I will tell you, I sometimes do it in a rush, but I do it. I know some people who don't, but I do because I want to keep my stuff in good condition. Okay, so I've just got 2 mini squeegees, and then this is one of my small ones cut in half. If you want to have a variety of shape of squeegees, like this is perfect. Our multi-purpose tool is wonderful. I use this so much. Then of course we have the detail tool. But if you don't even want to do that, take one of these and cut it into buy 2 of them, or 3 of them. One to keep whole, another one to cut in half, and another one to cut into thirds. Try that. Or even the mini squeegees, you can do the same thing. If you've gotten several kits and you have several of these squeegees, you can cut them in half. You can even cut it in thirds if you're really good. Right? So, anyway, let's get going. This isn't going to take long. I do try on my first project of the month to use the colors that they send with your kit, so you can have an idea of what it's going to look like. This I need to stir because I can tell I added water to it the other day. But that's your sage green. It's a typical, what you would think of, sage green. Now, I probably won't do one in red. I don't know. I have to decide if I'm going to do like I potentially might do the tea towel in red. I'm just usually not a big red person. I feel like this needs still more water, y'all. I've had some of my chalk paste for almost 2 years, so it can get a little thicker. They don't guarantee it that long, but I've had no problem with mine. I use only distilled water in my jars, so that helps. But if I haven't used it in a while, because I have such a variety of colors, I don't use them all, super frequently. All right, that's better because your consistency should be about like frosting or I say frosting or yogurt. Okay, so I'm going to use this one. Now, speaking of frosting, do you like that? Speaking of frosting, okay, I am going to paste and peel, so we're going to work in sections. A lot of your inks have had 2 years. Look at you, girl, 2 years. That's crazy. That is fabulous. Well, that's what I love about it, is I feel like you get your money's worth, and these are not expensive anyway. If you have questions about anything I'm doing or any of the techniques or products I'm using, please feel free to ask in comments. If you don't like to ask in comments, send me a message. That's what I'm here for. I love to encourage you guys to be crafty or creative or just give something a try. So if there's anything I can do to make that better, I am happy to help you. But even if you're catching me on the replay, you know it's a replay if there's no red circle around my profile picture. And if you do catch me on replay, still comment. I love it when you guys comment. I go back and read them all the time and reply. I love it. It brings me joy to create with you guys. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and peel. Can you see? I just did that little bottom section. The ink. So, well, you should try the packets, the single packets. You've had your inks. Oh, you said you have inks for 2 years. I'm going to pull up this section. And remember, guys, the distressing is built into our silk screen. That's what makes it so fabulous over a lot of other methods. There's distressing built into it. Look at that. Isn't that cool? So those are supposed to look like that because there's distressing in the silk screen. You need to get more ink. Just get a couple of the I don't have all of them. I do have quite a variety now, but it took me a while. I only bought one. It took me a long time to buy the first one. I'm going to wait and do this part. The line up here. I'm not even sure if I want to do I might not even do ooh, guys. I might not even do the line. I might just do like up to here. I might not even do it. Let's leave it there. We'll see. I might not even do that. Look at that, guys. That's why I have a white. Are you all messy crafters? Can you even say you're a crafter if you're not messy? Hot mess. That's okay. Pull that up. And if I decide I don't like that there, then I will just take and wipe it off. There we go. Now I'm going to press this area down here. I really don't think I'm going to do these lines up here. I think I'm going to only do that. Make sure that's down still. It looks like it is. No problem. And then we're going to do this part. So this one, we have this in, this and this is shown in the example in bark. Now I have not used this in a very long time. So let's see what this one looks like. It looks like milk chocolate. Looks yummy. You're very messy. Well, thank you. I'm glad to know I'm not alone. Thank you. Okay, it's still creamy dreamy. It just needs stirring, but it looks just like milk chocolate, you guys. With no calories. That's the best kind, right? All right, perfect. I was a little worried because I haven't used that in a long time, but it's in good shape. All right, let's grab this. And now this oh, I have a big old fuzz on my hand. I have had a hard time finding baby wipes. I get inexpensive ones, of course, but I have a hard time finding baby wipes that don't give me fuzz. But with the inks with the single package, just get you a few of those. That way you have the variety, because you can save what you don't use of those either. Get you some of those. That way you can get the variety of it. I might do that. There's a couple colors I don't have, but I don't know that I would use them a lot. So that's what I need to do, is just get a couple. I am so glad that they are offering single packets now of the ink, because it gives people more of a chance to try it without feeling like it's this huge commitment. Not that the jars are that expensive, but you don't want to spend the money on an entire jar if you don't even know if you're going to like doing it. I was so worried. I was so nervous. Look at that. I was so nervous the first time I did ink that I was so worried I was going to mess it up, or it was some big deal. After I did it, I was hooked. Look at that, guys. Isn't that awesome? Look how great that looks already. Now, what I'm doing is pulling it up, and then I'm just letting it lay down. I'm not pressing it down because I don't want it to, oh my gosh, this fuzz. I don't want it to lay back down. I just released the chalk paste from the, that keeps going down my sleeve and bugging me, from the transfer onto the surface. Oh, thank you. It's so easy, right? I don't have to, it's not me. I'm not the one, it's this design. Anybody can do this. Oh gosh, guys, my black is thick. Y'all know I usually use shimmer. You know, I usually use shimmer shadow as opposed to just black, because I like to have a little shimmer with my stuff. But I'm going to be good this time, and I'm going to do it in just black, like it comes in the subscription. Tell me what colors you guys would do. Would you use the colors that come in it, or would you want to modify the colors? That is really thick. I'm surprised. It has been a while since I've used black. I just don't use a lot of black on its own. But you see how easy it is to reconstitute it, guys. It's just wet chalk. So what colors would you guys do it in? Let me know. Would you keep these colors, or would you change the colors? And tell me what color. Oh, but what I was talking about earlier, speaking of frosting, what kind of dessert, do you guys have a special dessert that you're preparing for tomorrow? I have not done a dessert yet. I have everything else planned, but I figured we're going to have time tomorrow. I'm going to get my daughter to help me because she loves to bake. So tell me what you're going to do. We are going to do a strawberry cake, because we haven't done, I have it. I have the frosting. I have the cake. I have the whole, I got a couple little carrot decorations to put on top. So it'll be cute. Usually we do a carrot cake. My son loves a carrot cake, but I just decided my grandson wanted a strawberry cake several weeks ago, and we don't do that a lot. We don't have a lot of sweets around. But I thought, well, for Easter, you gotta have something special, right? So let me know what kind of dessert you're having tomorrow. Are you having a special dessert? Do you stick with carrot cake? Now, just keep in mind, this black may stain your transfer, which is the green part, the vinyl part. But as long as you have cleaned your silk screen well, it's okay, as long as that's clear, if the vinyl is stained. The darker pigmented chalk will do that sometimes. None. Strawberry sounds great. And you know what I should have done? I should have sent my husband over to I wonder if it's too late, to the farmer's market to grab some fresh strawberries that I could cut up and put on top of it, because we have local fresh strawberries going on right now. Look at this, guys. Look how stinking cute that is. And look at the detail on the pig and the chicken. Oh my gosh. Isn't that fabulous? Come on, Linda. You got to have something. Come on, girl. You got to have some kind of dessert. No dessert? Come on. Even I do dessert on a holiday. Okay, so this is going to be bark again. And I don't know what these are. These are like little medallions. It's cute though, right beside the word farm. All right. And we're going to try a new egg dyeing technique tonight too. My daughter was telling me about. I have saved so many from Pinterest over the years, and I haven't done a lot of them. But tonight we're going to try a new one. You gain 9 pounds since. Ooh, oh yeah, that makes a difference, doesn't it? Working from home. I was going to make a dessert for family. I know, right? I mean, you hate going to the store. You hate going out. I was out all day and yesterday, and I didn't want to be. It was the worst day for running errands. Look at that, guys. Isn't that looking awesome? Gosh, this looks old already. It looks like I mean, I've had this around in my family forever, doesn't it? I mean, that's the way I wanted it to look, but isn't that cool? Oh my gosh, it's so awesome. It's turning out great. All right. This part never gets old. Okay, so we're done with these other colors. I'm going to go ahead and close my lids up because that will help from them drying out or getting thicker like this one. And I'm going to add some. A lot of times what I'll do is if I've done it and I've stirred it up and I feel like it still could use more and I know I'm not going to use it for a while, I'll just put some distilled water into it and seal it. And then the next time I go to open it, I can tell that it needs stirring. And I just do that. So that's just my little hint for you. All right, so we're going to do this last part. And then I'm going to see if I can find some ribbon. I got way too much chalk paste there. Yeah, working from home. You know what you need to get, Linda? I hear, so there's a walking pad. It's a very small, I don't know if I would do it or not. If I sat all the time, like doing the taxes, my back is killing me from sitting in that chair so much. And I would get up, and I have 2 bad knees anyway with my meniscus and arthritis in my knees already. And from sitting in that chair so long, and I would get up and oh my gosh, it would hurt so bad. I'm so thankful I don't have to do that all the time anymore. I used to, but I'm so thankful I don't have to do that anymore. But they have something called a walking pad. So it's kind of like a very slim line treadmill. I have no idea how much they cost, but it's a slim line treadmill that like kind of fits right under your desk, and you can walk on it while you're working. There you go, Linda. There you go. That's what you need. Or maybe the weather will just improve and you can get outside and get some fresh air. That's important when you work from home. You got to get out of those walls every once in a while, even just during the day. I mean, remember during COVID where you just kind of felt like I just got to get outside. Maybe the weather will improve soon and you can do that. I have made a mess today with my fingers. And I'm sorry if you're, thank you, Nellie. I'm sorry that the weather probably ruined your Easter egg hunt today at your church. I thought about you guys this morning. I was like, gosh, it is just coming down. All right, ready? Last part. Favorite part, peel and reveal. I'm glad I painted it white because I think it really adds to the look. You guys tell me what you think. How stinking cute is that? That is fabulous. All right, now so you're probably like, okay, Susan, yeah, but what are you going to do with that, right? I'm going to spray my transfer real quick until I can get it to the sink and wash it. I like to do that to keep it, not make it as much work for me to clean it since I'm on a live. I literally would lean this against a counter. You could also, I don't know if I have one handy that I could grab. I don't think so. An easel. Isn't it so cute? You had it in the fellowship hall. Oh, yay. That's so good. I'm so glad. I think our church was doing like drive up. You could drive up and pick them up. That's not as fun. But we don't have a fellowship hall. They don't have a big fellowship hall. So that makes a difference. But oh, I'm glad because I know it's disappointing. People put so much work into it and then the kids are looking forward to it and then you can't, you know, because of the weather. It's awful. But I would literally like lean this against my backsplash or my counter. Or you could get an easel, get one of those easels and put it on it. But isn't that cute? Or you can just leave it setting on your countertop as well. All right, now this is going to dry on its own in 5 minutes or less. That part down there is probably already dry. 5 minutes or less. If I wanted to speed it up, I would. I'm not going to speed it up, but I am going to take just a second and go over here and grab my ribbon, which I know right where it is. So bear with me because I want to see if I have some cute ribbon we can wrap around the top that will show you guys how cute it can be with just this. And let me know, did you guys get any of this ribbon? I mean, this cute surface from, well, there's one. I know I have two. I have two designs that I was thinking of because I used them a couple years ago. So I have two designs. I think the other one actually has more farm stuff on it. So let me grab that one. Hold on. Let me know if you guys saw this surface. If not, keep in mind when you go. All right, where's all my extra ribbon? Oh, I'm drawing a blank. Keep in mind when you're at the stores, if you see something like this, that you might want to grab it. All right, guys, I'm having trouble finding the extra ribbon. Oh, I think I pulled it over here. That's why I was too efficient. I pulled it over here. Like, I know I have another one that has, like, here it is. Oh, this is going to be good. Well, this would be perfect if I was using red, guys. This is the one I was thinking of. Check it out. I got this a couple years ago. If I was doing red, this would be perfect, right? Look. Look it. Isn't that adorable? Can you see it? And that's actually like a dark gray. It's black probably. But this is the other one I have. This one might work. It's got the green and the black on it. But this will, I think this will look cute on there. I think this will look cute. And this is from the Dollar Tree a couple years ago. You could do the same thing with fabric. You know, they sell those little fat quarters that have like farmhouse looking designs on it. This one just says home. I think we could use it though. Right? Just tie it up here. Why not? You guys hit that heart button if you like this project idea. You could do this. I would really like to see, maybe, I don't know, maybe the green gingham would be too redundant. Maybe it would be too much. Okay, nice to meet you again. Thanks for joining me, Nellie. Good luck at the store. Hi, Pam. Thanks for joining me, and I hope you have a blessed Easter. Stay safe out there on the roads. Where are you watching from, Pam? What's your weather doing today? All right, guys. Goodness, I cannot tie upside down, apparently, because I'm trying to think about it being the other direction. All right, I don't know if I like that, but we can make it a little more attractive. You could put a couple more in there. I really would like to find, I'm gonna wait and look. But anyway, here's the idea. I'm gonna get off camera and look, and I'm gonna see if I can find something else that would be cute to put up here. But here you go, this is an idea. You could take some cute ribbon around the top. I'm gonna see what I can find, and I'll take a picture and I'll put it back on here. But this is my project for today. This month's club transfer, the link's on here, or if you have a question, feel free to ask me. But I appreciate you letting me come into your world for a while and share this project. I am gonna get going and get the rest of my cleaning done before my daughter gets here. I hope you guys have a blessed Easter and a great rest of your weekend. Get some rest. And thanks for joining me. Until I see you again, stay safe and healthy. Bye, guys.